What's going on, guys? Yocom here. So what if we're thinking about the ban list and what's gonna fix the state of the game from the wrong perspective? So hear me out. What if Konami is intentionally raising the power level of the game in order to kind of usher in this new style to Yu-Gi-Oh? Whatever can come after that in changing of the rules, but what if? Hear me out. So when Snake Eyes was first introduced, I kind of got this inkling of Konami is doing something different, because it was seeing what Snake Eyes did and then how quickly new fire support was coming out with cards like Bonfire, and it didn't seem normal to me. Now, this could be perspective of not being back in the game for very long, but also with the videos that I've seen and looking through the history, this seems different. And so I kind of felt this when we first saw the leaks of the new Trickstar Marincess support that was coming with Trickstar Sea Angel, and how powerful that card was. You know, it was always being treated as a Marincess card. You know, let's go ahead and pull it up here. This card is always treated as a Marincess card. Link monsters that point to this card cannot be destroyed by battle. You can only use each of the following effects of Trickstar Aqua Angel once per duel. If you control a Trickstar or Marincess monster, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. So yes, that can only be done once per duel, but still, if this card is sent to the graveyard as link material, you can look at your opponent's hand and all face down cards they control. You get forbidden information with this card. And when we first got this, I even posted on a Facebook group saying, you know, guys, mark my words, water is going to be the next big thing to see, kind of like what Snake Eyes and such did for fire. I think this is ushering in a new for water. But regardless, with this card, yes, that's a once per duel effect, but that's broken forbidden information. You're not supposed to know. I mean, we've had cards in the past that got banned because the advantage of looking at your opponent's hand. Like, that is such valuable information. That's insane. And so what if, as people are looking at the ban list and saying, okay, this is what needs to be hit, this is what needs to be hit, we need to, you know, make wanted limited, bring Diabell Star to 2, and like all of these hits are specifically for the Snake Eyes archetype. But what if instead of hitting cards to bring the power level down and going with the idea that Konami is raising the power level of Yu-Gi-Oh, kind of moving forward, what if our focus should be more on what cards can we take off the ban list to bring that power level back up to other archetypes, to not, I don't want to say give them a fighting chance against such a deck like Snake Eyes, but for lack of a better I don't know, analogy, maybe, like, what if we need to be focusing on cards to give other archetypes a fighting chance against something like Snake Eyes? And I think we can do that with cards like, let's take, you know, Prank Kids Meow Meow Moo, a card that when that got hit, the Prank Kids archetype became unplayable. We lost an archetype to time. What if Crystron Hauki Firebrax could be brought back, maybe with an errata? I've heard some people talk about that. It needs an errata to come back, but you know, we got rid of generic things like Baronne de Fleur, but maybe that wasn't the right move. You know, it really seems like everybody is just kind of complaining on YouTube and such, but nobody can, or they're complaining about the power level in a sense, but nobody seems to really be able to kind of define what that power level should be. And that's kind of the question I want to know is, when does it become too powerful? I know for me, I think the two things that would really help in Yu-Gi-Oh, just for the sake of the game, is removing things that are super hyper generic, like Baron de Fleur, or getting rid of floodgates, things that just shut down your opponent from the game, because everybody wants the game to be a lot more interactive. But if we raise the power level of other archetypes, then we kind of have a bit more of that back and forth. Because if we have, you know, let's say Snake Eyes is at a power level of, let's just call it 10 right now, you know, 10 out of 10. And everything else that's not Snake Eyes is operating at a 8 or below. So what would it look like to pull stuff off the ban list, or introduce new support to bring those others to a power level of 9 to 10? You know, yeah, maybe hit some, just, you know, kind of bringing up the power level of other things instead of bringing down the power level of what's super oppressive right now, which, I mean, we see what the current format is, and when you see those pie charts of archetypes, of representation at tournaments, you know, yeah, shocker, Snake Eyes has that because it's at that power level. And so I don't know, I want to know what you guys think. It was super interesting. I was actually driving to work as I was thinking about this, and so this isn't a super research topic, this isn't something that I've been really digging into, but more, this is something I was thinking on my way to work the other day, and wanted to hear what you guys have to say, and what you guys think. You know, should we, instead of be focused on hitting stuff, putting stuff on the ban list, but should we be focused more on pulling stuff off to raise the power level? Because I really think that Konami is going in this new direction with Yu-Gi-Oh. What do you guys think about raising the ceiling of everything else, and possibly that's what Konami is trying to do? So, like I said, just something I thought about on my way to work, and hopefully I'll be putting together more videos like this of just like, this is what I was thinking as I was driving to work. This is what I was thinking as I was driving out to see my girlfriend. This is what I was thinking, you know, whatever the case is. And yeah, got a couple of deck profiles coming up here, working on some stuff, cooking up some stuff. So I'll see you guys soon with more of that, and hopefully maybe some more of these, you know, just random thought videos. So, all right, guys, love you all. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for you. And with that, I end my turn.